So today, in this video, we are doing a career simulation. Now, we're going to be using the WNBA, and I am excited to show you what player I have created because it's incredible. I want to see the limits of the WNBA simulation. How good can we make a player and then put her on a team? We're going to put her in a draft class and simulate the entire career. Now, this will be in multiple parts recorded, so if I have different clothes, that's why I'm not recording this in one straight video. So what we'll do, we'll put her in a draft class. We'll see which team drafts her. We're not going to do any moves, no signings. Everything's going to be automated, and we're just going to follow the career path of said player. Now, who's the player, you might ask? Well, let's get on to the gameplay, and I'll show you exactly what player I created. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the WNBA player that will destroy the WNBA. 7'7", Demigod, Brittany Bridges. I am excited to see how this happens. I mean, you could see the vitals. I mean, appearance, it like no other. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful in every way, shape, and form. Look at these attributes. Just look at them. All 99 everything. I kid you not. All 99 everything. So, and not only that, if we go to tendencies, we've got tendencies set pretty much everything at 100 that makes sense, except for like stuff where like you'd want to have maybe 50%, like driving both left and right, and then obviously not being able to foul. Like you don't want to have them foul. So stuff like that is all turned off. But yes, 7'7", Demigod Brittany Bridges is out to destroy the WNBA. I am excited to put her into a draft class, see which team drafts her, and follow along in her career. This is going to be crazy. So here we go. This is the draft class that I am injecting Brittany Bridges into. I am excited about that. So we will save this draft class as... Ooh. Discard changes. What am I doing? Save and share draft class. This will be the Brittany Bridges draft class. I am super duper excited to load this into the WNBA and see which team Brittany Bridges will be helping out in the WNBA. Here we go. So I'm going to load up the draft class for Brittany Bridges. I almost said Brittany Griner. I turned off injuries just to make this more entertaining. And then everything else is automated, but I think I need to change something because I accidentally think I did something wrong. Yeah, I just had to fix this because I didn't know. I forgot that you could just make so I have every team selected. I forgot that you could just like select every team and then automate everything to happen. So what we'll do is we'll just simulate. I am every team, so we'll simulate to the end of the year. Check out the finals and then go to the offseason and see who drafts Brittany Bridges. The Aces ended up winning the NBA Finals. Asia Wilson was the Finals MVP. Good for her. But that's not what we're here for. No, we are here. And let me also... I have to make sure that these don't go into effect. Because I don't want rule changes to affect the WNBA in any way. So we'll just have to pay attention to that. But let's look at the draft lottery. Chances to win the top pick. New York Liberty. Could Brittany Bridges come to New York City? We're just going to watch the lottery play out. Let's see where Brittany Bridges could potentially be going, because I imagine she will go number 1. So, let's see what happens here. Next pick goes to the Dallas Wings. Very nice. Good for them. Comes down to Liberty Sky. Let's see who will end up getting it. The Chicago Sky get the number 2 pick, which means the number 1 pick will be going to the New York Liberty. And if I'm the New York Liberty, I am selecting Brittany Bridges, number 1 overall, and I'm not looking back. That is what I am doing. So Brittany Bridges, I'm assuming, will be the first overall pick unless the New York Liberty are on drugs. Oh my gosh, here we go. We're in the WNBA draft. Let's see what happens. Brittany Bridges gets selected number 1, going to the New York Liberty. Kathy Engelhart, why is her head cut off? 2K, what is this? 2K, seriously, embarrassing. But yeah, so I guess New York Liberty get their lady of the future and basically the WNBA future. 7'7", genetically mutated, developed in a lab. Brittany Bridges. I'm excited to see how her career pans out in the WNBA, and I wonder how tendencies and simulations work when you put 99 overall players in the WNBA. I am curious to see if she will actually break the WNBA. So I'm not going to touch anything, but I just wanted to see the team. So Brittany Bridges is essentially just slaughtering at small forward. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I don't know how this will play out, but either way, we're going to simulate. I have injuries off, which is good, so no one's going to get injured. And let's just see how Brittany Bridges does in her first season as a WNBA player. All right. We were the best team in the WNBA. Brittany Bridges was your MVP. She only averaged 22 and 19 and 8. But I say only. But that's interesting. Okay, so first season. I mean, a good first season, though, for the rookie. I mean, Rookie of the Year. Also, Defensive Player of the Year. Was not the most improved, obviously. But we got Coach of the Year, but not Executive of the Year, which is interesting. But I guess because no-brainer drafting Brittany Bridges. There's Sabrina, teammate, which is kind of nice. So, yeah, she's going to get all the rewards. I mean, yeah. Like, not it's obvious. But let's see how they do in the postseason. Will she end up winning the playoffs? That's the real question. And yes, they end up winning in 5, taking down the Las Vegas Aces. And there it is, your Finals MVP, Brittany Bridges. On to Season 2. All right, on to Season 2. I mean, pretty much the roster for them looks pretty much the same as you would expect. So pretty good. We're just going to keep simulating. Season 2, let's see how Brittany does. Brittany Bridges, most valuable player. 23, 14, and almost 9 assists with 2 steals, 2 blocks, 50, 40, 90 season. Getting pretty much every reward, like MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, like the important ones. And we were also Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. Obviously, he's going to get All NBA, or All WNBA, I should say, and Defensive. No more Rookie of the Year, but yeah, she put up good numbers. Let's take a look at the stats again. I mean, like, are there records here? Are there records? League leaders? Do they have records for WNBA? I guess not. But yeah, like, it's funny. Her scoring went up, but the rebounding went down, which is kind of interesting. The minutes, I guess, were a little bit reduced, but I mean, she's putting up good numbers, so, I mean, let's just simulate the post. I expect to win pretty much every year. It's possible that we don't, but, okay. Yep, and we beat the Aces again, and Finals MVP goes to Brittany Bridges, who had a much better Finals this year, though. Averaging 32, 13, and 7, pretty much. Pretty good stuff from Brittany Bridges. On to the next season. Brittany Bridges, again, after Season 3, MVP. Shot 100% from the free throw line. I don't know what it is, but her scoring is not going up, which is kind of interesting. But nevertheless, obviously, all WNBA first team and defensive, like, obviously. I did find the records, by the way. So I imagine she's going to be on here at some point and just obliterate all the records. I'm excited to see that. So I'm glad that they do have records. That's nice that they put that in. 2K actually didn't do a half-ass job with that. Let's see if we win the finals again. And we do. And Brittany is overjoyed. Good for her. On to the next season we go. Brittany, oh my god. 30 and 17? I was about to say, she's actually starting to regress because her playmaking went down, but, I mean, these stats prove otherwise. I mean, okay then. Yeah. Like, wow. This is incredible stuff. Like, yeah, all NBA. Yeah, she's gonna be she's taking every reward. Like, there's no competition. Like, she's just too good. She's just too good. Have we been eliminated? Oh, maybe not. Maybe she's not. Semifinals. Seattle Storm ended up winning the championship. Okay. A'ja Wilson's a GOAT. She's a GOAT too, though. But I think Brittany Bridges' contract is up, so I wonder if she'll actually end up re-signing with the Liberty or if test free agency. Okay, so she only ended up signing a 1-year contract, so maybe she might leave after this season. It's possible. Brittany Bridges could leave. The 7'7", 350-pound Demigod could leave the New York Liberty for a different team. Let's find out. Let's simulate this season and see if she ends up leaving. Brittany Bridges, once again, MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Absolutely killing it. And obviously she's going to get all WNBA first team and defensive team when you win that. There's really no need to show you those. Like, it's just obvious that she's going to win it. I mean, this is incredible stuff. I'm baffled. I'm baffled. Like, I'm sure she's already having records, but we're not even going to look at that until at the end of the video. So let's just simulate again. Let's just see if the Liberty end up losing again. They could. And they do. That's 2 years in a row we didn't get back to the finals. Does that mean she's gone? Only time will tell. Let's see if she ends up re-signing with the Liberty. Okay, so I'm looking at the New York Liberty roster, and no longer Brittany Bridges. Where are you? Where is Brittany Bridges? Oh. Is she? Huh? Is she a free agent? Nah, it can't be. Impossible. It's impossible. There's no way she's a free agent. Why is she a free agent, 2K? And she's also lost 11 of her badges, so regression, baby. Regression. Yeah, I don't understand this. Why is Brittany Bridges and A'ja Wilson, why are they free agents? I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. So what do we do? Do we just sign her to a team? I don't know. I don't know what to do. We can't just have her be a free agent. Do you think she'll sign with a team? Okay, I'm going to do this. So the Dream had one of the worst records in the WNBA. So I'm going to do this. We're going to give Brittany Bridges a 3-year contract to play on the Dream. I'm not going to trust that she signs with the team. Like, I don't want this to break. So we're offering, there you go. You're going to the Dream, and you're going to fix the Dream. You're going to make them a contender. Okay, Brittany Bridges is your WNBA MVP and also your Defensive Player of the Year. So I wonder if A'ja Wilson ended up signing. She did. How many games did she end up playing, though? Because she was also a free agent, so I don't know if she ended up getting signed, like right away. 36. Okay, so she did. We probably could have just let the simulation go, but I didn't want to risk it, so yeah, risk it for the biscuit. But Atlanta, #1 seed, not a surprise whatsoever. We're just going to simulate again, simulate the playoffs, see what happens. Will she bring a championship to the Atlanta Dream? And that is a yes. And your finals MVP back in the finals, Brittany Bridges. Let's go on to the next season. Brittany Bridges, we simulated another season. Brittany Bridges, once again, MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Like, she's just too good at the game. She's a cheat code. The problem is, though, sometimes, like, her teams are terrible. And there's not really much you could do about that because there's just not a lot of talent in the WNBA. It just seems to be that way. But once again, she's breaking the WNBA and winning another championship. Putting up ridiculous numbers, by the way. She is declining, though. Yeah, I can tell, like, the badges. I mean, she's still a 99 overall. Still the best player in the WNBA, but there's definitely a decline. So, she is a free agent after this year. So, I wonder if Brittney Bridges will once again leave the team and then not sign the team. I'm not really sure. But if that's the case, we'll just put her on the worst team. Why not? Why not? Brittney Bridges, once again, defying all the odds, winning another MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. And it's just ridiculous at this point. She's just dominating the WNBA. It's almost like she can't lose. She's going to win those rewards every year, but we were only the 3 seed, so, I mean, the team wasn't that great. The team was terrible. So, but we still end up winning the finals, averaging 21, 11, and 5, 49 from the field, 44 from the three-point line. So very, very incredible stuff for Brittney Bridges. Let's see how the offseason plays out, where she'll end up. All right, Brittney Bridges is still a free agent. However, she wants $315,000. So I don't know who can afford that, but we're going to put her on the worst team. We're going to put her on the worst team. That way we can ensure that she signs. So I kid you not, the New York Liberty had the worst team. So will I be able to sign her to the New York Liberty again? A return back home, possibly? Oh no, they don't have enough players. We could go to Seattle. They were the next worst team. Okay, they can afford her too, so I'm sure she'll accept that. So, Brittney Bridges, Seattle Storm. And there you go. She is now on the Seattle Storm, trying to make them from the worst team, one of the worst teams, to one of the best teams, if not the best team. So, yeah, let's see what the coach wants to do. Boom. Insert Brittney Bridges into the lineup, and let's see how they do. So Brittney Bridges, once again, MVP, averaging 19, 12, and 7. The numbers are definitely going down. There's something with the tendencies with the female players. Like, they don't score as much, which is interesting. I thought this would be a little bit more crazy, but it's not really that crazy. Not really that out of the ordinary, to be honest. But it's still good, though. It's still good. Like, no one has seen a lady as good as this. I actually really want to see how good A'ja Wilson's been her entire career. She's a first ballot Hall of Famer, obviously, probably one of the best players to play in the WNBA. Good for her, but not better than Brittney Bridges. But we are the number 2 seed, Seattle Storm. So good for them. Let's simulate the playoffs. See how they end up doing. Will she be able to bring a title to Seattle? Yes. Brittney Bridges, Finals MVP. Good for her. 4 games. The badges are going down, so still 99 though, which is good to see. I wonder how long it'll take for her to end up retiring, or if she will end up retiring. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that'll work, but I'll probably wait maybe a few more years before I even pay attention to players' retirements. And maybe I'll do an override, we'll see, but I can't wait to see the history books. Like, she's going to break the WNBA for sure. Brittney Bridges, once again, MVP of the WNBA and Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think she has lost a single award for MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. Every year, it just seems to be a win. So, we're the number 1 seed. What a surprise. Just keep simulating the playoffs. Let's just keep getting these dubs. And once again, every finals that she's been to has been a win and an MVP. I don't see that changing, but you could definitely see, though, the stats are going down. So, yeah. I'm not sure how long she'll be playing for, but I'm intrigued to know. She probably has at least another 5 years in her, I would think. Again, like, are we surprised? Brittney Bridges, 2015-7, so the numbers, I feel like, went up. And just another Defensive Player of the Year. She just keeps winning all about winning. She's just too good. She's just too good. Who can beat them? I don't think she'll ever lose a finals. Yeah, nope. She keeps winning finals. She keeps winning finals and finals MVP. Every time she gets to the finals, she's winning. Like, literally, it's incredible stuff. Still has not retired yet, so I'm actually starting to pay attention to that now a little bit. But yeah, what else is there to say besides she's just too good for the WNBA? She is breaking the WNBA. I kid you not, ladies and gentlemen. It is actually crazy. All right, the Sparks were one of the worst teams. Not the worst, but the Mystics were the worst, or Mercury were the worst. But Brittney Bridges is LA bound. There you go. She's going to LA. And now the LA Sparks are just crazy, crazy, crazy good. Brittney Bridges, obviously, in that starting lineup. So, yeah, I think like every year I'll just sign her to the worst team. That's what I've been doing because I just don't think she's going to get signed. Too much money for most WNBA teams, which is over $300,000 a year, which is a lot for a league that has not made a profit since its inception. But maybe she's changing that. But anyways, let's simulate. Okay, this is interesting. She did not win MVP. Jamie Gray is now the MVP. Like, that's the first time. It's the first time for everything. Still won the Defensive Player of the Year, though. But her reign of MVPs is done. I don't know why. Why am I only scoring that much? I think it's maybe because I have passing on. We need to do a limits of, like, what's the most you could average in the WNBA. We have to try that. I'm sure someone has already done that or is going to be doing that. But that would be an interesting experiment for sure. But anyways, yeah. I mean, still got All-NBA, first team, All-WNBA, but we were the 2 seed. She could still win. All that matters is the championships in her eyes. But even then, they still got eliminated in the conference semifinals or whatever it is. And then Robbie Reed was the MVP for the WNBA Finals. I don't know what team won. I think the Dallas Wings won. Yeah, against the Dream. What are you going to do? Except simulate again. And there you go. Brittney Bridges once again winning the MVP. It's been a while. It's been, well, not a while, but just one season. She took it off. She took off the season. She took off last season, basically. That LA weather, man, it gets ya. It gets ya. But, yeah, she's obviously going to be on all this rest of the teams. Only the 3 seed, though, so, you know, could lose. You could lose. But we didn't. And we lost in the finals, though. We lost in the finals to Robbie Reed, who's becoming a very good player in her own right. Interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. We also need to do another video where we simulate 80 years into the WNBA future. See if there's any future GOATs. But we're not going to have Brittney Bridges. Maybe we will. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. But we will do that. We will be doing an 80-year simulation, WNBA and the NBA. But I'll probably just show you guys like what happens in 80 years. Not going to do the entire simulation. Just let it run. Jamie Gray averaged 23 and 17. So she's also another really good player in this simulation. And Brittney Bridges still won Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know what it is, but like, I guess her tendencies are getting messed up. I mean, her overalls have gone way down. Like, you could see she's declining, but, you know, she's still really good at a lot of stuff, but she's not A+ at everything. But I think her tendencies are, they must be messed up. Yeah, like, some of them are. Some of them definitely went down, but a lot of them are still at 100. But, yeah, some of them are crazy, to say the least. But, yeah, she's still doing her thing, but she's definitely a little bit more vulnerable than what she's been in her younger days, as so to speak. So, her prime. But nevertheless, let's see if she can end up getting... Nope, she can't. The Chicago Sky end up winning. And this girl, Jamie Garai, or whatever her name is, Garay, wins the Finals MVP. And once again, she is a free agent unless she ends up retiring, which I don't think she has. No, she hasn't. So we'll have to see which team she'll be going to. Or if she wants to stay in LA. Maybe. So, if you can't beat them, join them. Although I think she wasn't always on this team. No, yeah, no. Wow, okay. So Robbie Reed and Brittany Bridges are teaming up on the Indiana Fever. I didn't think she'd get signed, but she did. What was the contract that she got signed? Anything big? 2-year deal. Decent money, decent money. Yeah, wow. She's breaking the NBA. And she's also woke in the sense that I want to play with other good players. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Jamie wins MVP. I'm not surprised since Robbie Reed and now Brittany are on the same team. But Brittany still won the Defense Player of the Year, and she averaged 21 and 13, 6. I mean, she could have easily won the MVP. I could have override the player, technically, if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. This girl had a very nice season as well. Good for her. But yeah, I wonder what Robbie Reed averaged. Let's take a look and see what she averaged. Just curious. Okay. Good second option. I mean, we were really good, but I thought we would be a lot better. I thought we would have gone undefeated, but I really think that team chemistry plays a much bigger effect than what it used to be. Like, team chemistry, I feel like, is a little bit more important now than years past. Maybe because of that combination of my GM and my league. But nevertheless, let's see how the Indiana Fever fare. And they actually get eliminated. They actually got eliminated. Wow. Okay. That is interesting, to say the least. Very, very interesting stuff. I mean, Brittany's still going strong. 15th year, 16th year, I think this is going to be for her. I mean, she's still going strong. She's 37, still at 63 badges, 99 overall. She's still doing good. She's still playing really well. So let's see if how long she can continue this for. I mean, I really don't know. I'm just gonna keep you guys on here. Oh my God, wow. I'm actually glad I'm keeping you guys on here. Jeez, are we gonna go undefeated? We could. Oh, we lost. We lost to the Seattle Storm. Okay, we got our comeuppance. Then we lost to the Aces. We beat them. Then we lost to the Lynx. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Brittany Bridges back to being an MVP after taking a little bit of a break. And Defensive Player of the Year. Good for her. And we went 33-3. Like, we need to win. Robbie Reed is taking... I guess she's taking the scoring load off of Brittany. I feel like Brittany is not going to be the all-time leading WNBA scorer. I could be wrong, though. We'll see. I feel like someone will eventually pass her. Just due to the way that, like, 2K stuff works. Like, if I were to simulate this entire simulation, she would easily get passed, but... Alright. And we still lost the NBA Finals, WNBA Finals. Are you actually kidding me? How did this team lose? Well, that's a disappointment. Brittany Bridges, that's a disappointment. I'm not going to lie. It's a little underwhelming. Brittany's going to the Dallas Wings on a 1-year deal. She might play on every single team. Yeah, that run in Indiana was a disappointment. Like, how do you not win? Alyssa Thomas Jr., MVP. Brittany Bridges is still winning Defensive Player of the Year, though, which is good, but... Yeah, I think her reign of MVPs is pretty much done. Still has all on WNBA first team, though, which is good. Dallas... Did they make the playoffs? Yeah, I'm on the wrong team, that's why. Wait, did they not make the... Wait, what? Oh, we were 9-27. Yeah, I was on the wrong team. Okay, I thought we were 27-9. Yeah, wow, okay, so... So you were on a title contending team. You left it to go play for Dallas. Alright. Very, very interesting. Aces win the finals. Good for them. Brittany's still not retired yet, which is good. So either way, I'd override her once because I just want to see her play an extra season anyway. So Brittany is back on the Sparks. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't understand why she went back to this team. Yeah, I don't really understand why she went back to this team. Maybe to play with Jamie, who has kind of declined in terms of overall, but maybe she just likes that warm weather. Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing. Sure. I don't even know what I just pressed. Oh, I guess rotation timeline. Kind of neat. Let's just simulate. Brittany Bridges somehow is an MVP again. I don't understand it, but she is. And a Defensive Player of the Year. Wait. Did we get every reward? Oh, we almost got every reward. Interesting. Yeah, all WNBA, and yeah, she's going to be on everything when you win that. Did the Sparks make the playoffs? They did. Very good stuff. Let's simulate. Let's see if they end up going anywhere, though. They might lose. And they do. Dallas once again wins. And this lady right here is your finals MVP. Has she retired yet? Not yet. She's still going. Good for her. Good for Brittany. So Brittany's gone back to the team that originally drafted her, the New York Liberty. You know what I love it says? It says she's somewhat loyal. That is so not true. You have practically played on every team. But joins up with Jackie. Interesting. Jackie and Dor. Very, very interesting. 40 years old. I don't know how much longer she has, but maybe she's looking to finish her career in New York. Who knows? This Roshia Toscano MVP. Did Brittany... Yeah, Brittany Bridges is still winning Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, her numbers are going down, but... Yeah, it's actually very interesting. Like, I'm almost, like, kind of disappointed in how this has gone. Like, you would think that, like, a career simulation to WNBA should be doing better, but not really. I mean, like, the tendencies are definitely messed up. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're not messed up. Maybe it's just me. Or maybe just, like, the WNBA is different, but, like, I don't know. Robbie Reed on the Atlanta Dream Finals MVP. There's also just a lot of player movement. Okay, Brittany Bridges officially retires. But what we're going to do is we're going to overturn her decision. Because I want to see how many... She'll probably play one more year and then retire again. So, I'm fine with that. I just want to see... Give her one more last hoorah. Alright, we're giving her a 3-year deal to play on the Mercury, but she might retire, so who knows. This is definitely going to be her last contract regardless, but there you go. Venus Mercury. We're signing her. Let's see how she does. This could be her last season. Let's see. We shall find out. Alright. Moment of truth. Brittany Bridges wins Defensive Player of the Year, but does not win any other awards, so I think her reign of MVPs, they must be over. I mean, she's still getting all WNBA first team, so, I mean, good for her. She's exhausted, apparently. I wonder if I turned off fatigue as well, instead of, like, what happened if she wasn't fatigued and just played every minute. I mean, we could do more experimenting with Brittany Bridges. Like, she's our test dummy. Sounds really funny for saying that, but, yeah. I mean, we turned off injuries. I mean, we may as well just turn off injuries and fatigue and team chemistry and see how well she does. I mean, it's not realistic anyway, but... we ended up making the playoffs, but we ended up getting eliminated, so I think that might be it. I think she's done. I think she's going to retire. Yep, Brittany Bridges officially is done. After 19 years, let's take a look at her stats. I mean, overall, a great career. Averaging 20 and 13 with 7 assists, nearly 2 steals, 2 blocks a game. 2 turnovers, shot 48 from the field, 43 from 3, and 97 from the line. Only averaged 28 minutes a game, but that's probably because she just didn't really play that much. But points, I'm excited to see her careers and see like where she stacks up, because that's what you guys really want to see is how good were her career stats, and I'm excited to check that out as well. She ended as a 93. I mean, she definitely dropped. She definitely regressed a lot. Maybe regression is just like really big in this game, but 14 MVPs, 20 Defensive Player of the Year, so I don't think she's ever lost Defensive Player of the Year, First team all defense 20 times, rookie of the year once, 20 first team all NBAs, 9-time champion. Pretty good. Pretty good career, I'd say. Very good stuff from her. I would imagine she makes the Hall of Fame. I mean, wouldn't be weird if she didn't. Jersey retirements. She gets her jersey retired in 3 places. The Liberty, the Storm, and the Dream. Good for her. Very, very good for her. 3 jersey retirements. I actually want to see how many teams she played on, but I don't think I can since she already retired. But I don't really care. We're just going to do this. You guys can pause. You probably saw it in the thing. Anyways, what we're really worried about. There it is. League history. WNBA records. Brittney Bridges, all-time leading scorer. Also, most in a season. We'll check out season and game stuff. Surprisingly, not the all-time points. I guess her career high wasn't that high, but 45 in the playoffs. We got that. Let's check out the career stats first. So, number 1 in points. Number 1 in field goals made. Number 2 in threes made. Okay, so this chick over here, number 1. Number 1 in free throws made. Number 1 in rebounds by a large margin. Number 1 in assists. Blocks. Brittney Griner than Brittney Bridges. The Brittneys are taking over the WNBA. Brittney Bridges again. Steals. Minutes. Turnovers. I mean, when you play that long in the WNBA, you're bound to turn over the ball. Points per game, though. Only? Wow. She was, maybe this is glitched. I think this is glitched. Yeah, this is definitely glitched. I think it was 19.7, so she'd, like, be somewhere here. Yeah, like, yeah, her stats are glitched. Or her careers, I think, are glitched on the percentages and stuff like that, so I don't even know if it's worth looking at. I mean, I could try to find it, but I think we saw the cool stuff that you guys wanted to see. So, yeah, she would have been on here. Yeah, this is all broken. For some reason, I don't know why that is, but there you go. Games played. She played the most games. 40-point games, 50-point games. Only 2 people in WNBA has hit 50-point games. That's wild. She had 80 triple-doubles. That's pretty wild. I mean, for the WNBA, it's really good. So, for a season, I mean, triple-doubles, it's hilarious. Never had a 50-point game, though. She had a lot of 40-point games, but never a 50. That's pretty interesting. Points per game. Yeah, she's not here. I mean, she would be here, though, because I'm pretty sure she averaged like 29 in one season, or close to 30, which was incredible. But, yeah, I mean, this is just incredible stuff. I mean, we could take a look. Yeah, she's not on games. I mean, field goals made 20. That's good for her. I'm sure she's on other ones, like free throws 22. Rebounds 32 in a game. That's pretty incredible. 11 blocks. I mean, 8 steals. Career high. I'm trying to see if she's on anything else. I mean, yeah. Playoffs, I mean, she probably has all these for the most part. Or maybe not all of them, but she'll probably have a decent amount. Oh, she'll be on here with 16 free throws, rebounds, 26, and 24. I mean, yeah, she had a hell of a career. 7 steals, 6 steals. Yeah, she's really good. But, yeah, I mean, overall, though, I mean, good career. Overall, good career. Let me switch my camera angle for a second. Overall, Brittney Bridges had a great career, but I expected more from the simulation. But maybe it's just the tendencies and the way they interact with the WNBA players are slightly different. from what would be with the man. Plus the numbers, number of games, and the number of teams. There's a bunch of different factors, I guess. The minutes, it's only 10 minutes versus 12 in a quarter, so 8 less minutes in a game. Those could cause like the numbers to be slightly different, which makes sense. But overall, though, fun experiment. We might do more with this WNBA experiment. We're also going to do NBA. If you have any cool ideas for experiments, leave them down below in the description. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. I actually did this in one cut. It didn't take that long to record, surprisingly. I thought this would take a lot longer, but again, the sim speed in the WNBA is really fast, so that probably helped. 20 seasons took an hour and 15 minutes. That would be, what, maybe half of the career, or a little bit more than half of what it would take for the man, I think. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed. We'll be doing some more of this in the future. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Like the video if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. More ideas, more rebuilds, other games you want me to play. Yeah, check out my other social media like Twitch, Twitter, Discord. Follow me on all those. And yeah, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.